Guys, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by again today. Today I'm going to do a 2-year review of my best watch. This is the watch that I think gets the most wrist time from me. This is the watch that I'm wearing, if not every day, probably at least 3 days out of the week when I'm doing work, when I'm doing anything that's gonna require me to get dirty, anything that's gonna require for me to get outside and play with dirt or work on cars or do anything that doesn't require me to pay much attention to the watch I'm wearing. This is going to be the guy. So for video purposes, I took it out. I took my box out. I save I save my boxes. Now that that's important for the watch community, I save my boxes. A little bit of history. This watch, I bought it. Well, it was gifted to me 2 years ago, a little bit over 2 years ago, and my wife paid full retail because there was no discounts on these. So the full retail was $525. I saved the tags. This is like the little scuba tag that came with the Padi. It came on this white box, very nice white box, since it's um, limited edition, but not a limited edition actually. They just say it is. It came on a nicer box, and this is the watch. I think as many watches as I've had, this is the most comfortable bracelet. It is rattly, as you could hear it, but and the clasp is not the best, and you could see all the wear marks. But I think this is the most comfortable watch that I have, and the, the most the most effective watch. So if I'm in a dark place, the Super Luminova, it is just outstanding, outstanding. The crystal. I've never done the change to. I've never made the change to the sapphire crystal. I like Seiko's crystal, the Hardlex crystal. I like it a lot. And as you can see, there's not a scratch on there. And believe me when I tell you, I do not take care of this watch. There's the back. Special edition, not limited edition. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Now I know I made a video the other day saying that if you bought too many Seikos, and at one point I did have a little bit too many Seikos, but I got out of them on time, and this is the only one I kept because it was a gift. So what are we going to do today? Well, I'm going to put it back on the time machine, and I'm going to see how it's doing after 2 years. Now, like I said, this watch, at least three days a week, it's on the wrist, and when I got it, it had a little bit of beat error, and it was running out of the box like +5, -7, something like that. So I got it down to 0 on 3 positions. So today we'll put it back in the machine, and let's see what the machine says. I haven't put it in the machine since. I haven't opened it since, and let's see what the machine says. So here we go. We have it in the machine, and I've been wearing this watch for 2 days, so it's fully wound. And look at that. Our beat error, I had it at 0 beat error, and it jumped to 0.1 milliseconds. I like my amplitude to be high on these, but of course that doesn't depend on me. It depends on the watch and the mainspring. But 291, I like it. It just came down, but 21 seconds after 2 years. So does this mean the watch requires a service? I definitely don't think so. Let's go on the side. See what I'm going to mute this so you don't have to hear the. Let's see what it's doing on the side. Position number 2. It's settling down to 12. So altogether, I got to say that's not that bad. I think, here we go, and it went down. See right here? It's settling, and it came down to 8. So we're not going to wait for it to do a full round. But you could see between 7 and 8. Let's see. Face down. You can see the distortion here where we move the watch. And face down is going to give me poker 7s, I'm hoping. Now look at that. 7s. Once it regulated, it came down to +1. So there you have it, guys. Seiko Padi after 2 years, never serviced. I would give you the movement reference, but I totally forgot it. So I'm the worst with reference numbers. So guys, there you have it. That's what a Seiko is going to give you. And even if you regulate it, I mean, for the money, this wasn't a cheap one. It was, like I said, $500 plus shipping. But if you wanted it at that time, that's what it cost to get. So over $500. And like I said, I bought it at a regulated. It was down to 0. And now let's say it's plus 25 a day. I could live with that. I could live with plus 25. But I might open it and regulate it because it's the watch I take to the beach, and I got a trip to Cancun pretty soon. So I don't know if I should open it and then have to do the water pressure test on there. So we'll see how it goes. But there it is. It's regulating. I'm pretty happy. 2 years, $500. It's not bad at all. I call this a really good watch. Guys, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. And if you like this video, please thumbs up and like, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See? It's regulating again.